the Pregnant Show once again with me, Euphemia Koleki, and we are continuing our discussion on low birth weight with Miss Mabel Katenom. In our previous episode, we started a discussion on the low birth weight, and we are here once again to continue with the discussion. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Pregnant Cutters, on Facebook, The Pregnant Cutters, Instagram, The Pregnant Cutters, and then TikTok at Pregnant, and then you can send us a WhatsApp message on 0248526641. 0248526641. Miss Mabel, you are welcome to the show once again.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're looking good once again. And how have your week been?
It has been smooth.
Oh, okay. We thank God. We thank God. We are continuing our discussion from the previous episode, and this time we want to look at the treatment of our low birth weight babies, the complications, and how we as mothers or pregnant women or a family, how we can prevent low birth weight when we are pregnant, or low birth weight delivery when we are pregnant. So when it comes to low birth weight baby, how do we treat them? Because in our previous episode you told us that there are two main causes: prematurity and then intrauterine growth retardation. So how are they cared for?
Okay, they are cared for in the NICU.
Okay.
Okay, so we look out for their feeding.
All right.
We feed them through tubes.
Okay.
If the situation where the baby can suckle, the baby is put to breast. But where the baby cannot suckle, we use a NG tube, nasogastric tube, and then they are being fed through it.
All right.
And then we also take care of because of infections, we are so sure to prevent infections. So all those things are put into consideration. You wash your hands. If the mother goes out and come in, he has to wear something on her dress, change the footwear before entering, washing the hands and everything before attending to the baby. And then where the baby cannot suckle, the breast milk can be expressed, and then baby can be spoon fed.
Okay. 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 You made mention of an NG tube, the nasogastric tube that you use to. How do you do it?
Yeah, it's a tube. It's a special tube made for babies or even adults who cannot do anything for themselves.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is passed through the nose into the stomach. So the baby is fed through.
Okay. So when it comes to the feeding, you said when the baby is not able to suckle, that's when you use the tube. But when the baby is able to suckle, you put the baby to breast. And then you express.
You express to do a top up.
Okay.
Top up the feeding.
Oh, all right. When it comes to infection prevention, this is my concern, okay? We have relatives after delivery. We have relatives who wants to come in and see the baby. How do you take them through the infection prevention process?
Yeah, when the baby is in the NICU, that one, there are serious restrictions.
Okay.
Relatives are not allowed to come in.
All right.
It's only the mother, and even if the mother is coming in, we ensure that the mother, if you go out and you are coming, you wear a protective cloth.
Okay.
And then you wash your hand.
All right.
You don't even come in with your footwear.
Okay.
There's a special footwear you wear.
All right.
Visitors from outside are not allowed in. So in that case, we are ensuring that no infection is transferred to the baby because they are at risk of infection.
When it comes to the baby you are doing the top up for, there are cups, the spoons that they use. Do you wash it yourself in the facilities, or you give it to the mothers to go and wash? And if the mothers do that, are they aware of how they should be doing it?
We, right in the NICU, we take care of them ourselves. It has to be taken care of. After washing, you boil water to decontaminate it so that any germs or anything on it can be getting rid of. Or in a way to prevent infections from getting to the highly fragile babies.
Okay. So if the babies are going home, maybe baby has now been taken care of for some time and baby is discharged to go home, the top up, do they continue it at home?
Yeah,
They do.
They continue.
Okay.
We educate the mothers how to go about it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So they continue it at
All right. Very well.
until baby is able to sustain him or herself to breastfeed without needing a topper.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, these babies you already said they are babies who are small, with especially those with a very low weight. Okay, they are in the intensive care unit. Over there, how is the environment like? Do you keep them in a hot environment or in a cold environment? Like the temperature of the place, how is it like in effect to the care of the baby?
Because the babies are preterm.
Okay.
They are not able to maintain warmth on their own.
Okay.
So we have to provide them with that warmth. We cover them well, and then where that one is not working, then the baby has to be nursed under radiant warmer.
Okay.
So that the temperature
Can be
of the
normal.
warmer can be normal and then help the baby.
Okay.
Yes.
We see some of our babies in incubators.
Yes.
What is that for?
Yeah, there are some that cannot strive on their own, so they have to be kept in the incubator.
Okay. So when it comes to our low birth weight babies, do they have complications?
Sure, they do.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. As the conversation is going on, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Pregnant Cutters, Facebook, The Pregnant Cutters, Instagram, The Pregnant Cutters, and then TikTok at Pregmed. You can also send us your WhatsApp message on 0248526641, 0248526641. Don't forget to drop a comment after watching our video. Like it and share. At the end of the day, after sharing it, somebody can benefit from this education. That will help us attain a successful pregnancy and labor and delivery journey. So Miss Mabel, back to you. What are some of the complications our low birth weight babies suffer?
Some of the complications are birth asphyxia.
Okay.
That is low oxygen level. Then they have infections, jaundice. They have trouble keeping warm. They have respiratory distress. They are not, due to their immature lung, they are not able to sustain a
normal breathing. Okay. All right. So does it mean that these complications that you have mentioned, it can be treated? Can they be treated, or can they be solved?
It can be treated, but some of the babies end up with long-term complications.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so what are some of the long-term complications? Like, it means as the child is growing, the child will develop complications because the child has been delivered low birth. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so what are some of the complications?
Even before the long-term complications, the baby can also die. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
No, you are saying that low birth weight can cause the death of a baby.
Yes.
But why should the baby die? Despite the fact that the baby is low birth weight doesn't mean that the baby should die.
Oh.
But because you've made mention of some treatment that you put in place, but since it's a complication, we can't do anything about it. That's very serious.
Yes.
A baby dying just because of the fact that the baby is born low birth.
Yes.
Oh.
So we go on with the
long-term complications. Okay.
Where we have cerebral palsy.
All right.
We also have problems with vision, problems with hearing. We have diabetes, obesity.
A child can become diabetic.
Yes, because of low birth weight, obesity, and vision problems.
This is serious. Just for the fact that the child was born with a weight below 2.5, you have to go through all these issues and all these problems. But when the mothers are going home, okay, maybe when they, after care of the baby and the baby is discharged and they are going home, what are some of the things you tell the mothers? Because this long-term thing is very serious.
Yes. Actually, if the mothers are able to take the education serious and they follow it up strictly at home, it prevents most of these long-term
complications.
So it boils down to the
It's quite
the
worrying.
mothers to take a very good care, listening to the education given them whilst going home to prevent all these long-term complications on our dear babies.
When they are going home, okay, some mothers are actually afraid holding their babies because they are small and all that. It takes those with courage to be able to take care of their babies when they are going home. How is the preparation towards discharge is like in handling their babies?
Yeah, we educate them a lot.
Okay.
How to handle the baby, preventing outsiders from coming in, handling the baby here and there, to prevent some of these complications. So when they adhere to the education, they are able to do it. Some come out successfully.
Wow.
Babies thrive well.
Wow.
And they become nice children, just like any other normal
children. Okay. Parents of US, it's not your fault that you have given birth to a baby with a low weight. Okay, it's not your fault. It's due to some conditions that our midwife have mentioned. That is how come you have delivered a baby with a low birth weight. Okay, but then once the baby is out, the responsibility is on you. Whether your baby survives, whether your baby dies, it has a sole responsibility to be on you. Your breast milk is very important. You need to have enough milk to give to your baby, and that is where your rest and your diet comes to play. You need to eat very well, have enough rest. When it comes to breastfeeding and rest, people don't understand. They think when they've delivered on their own, especially those who do the normal deliveries, they think once I've delivered on my own, I can do everything. No. When you are done delivering, your body now have to work on itself to produce milk, enough milk for your baby. And your body is just like a machine. When they stress, that production goes down. So when you are able to rest enough, you see that you get a lot of breast milk to give to your baby. And we encourage all our relatives, our in-laws, our mothers to join us and help us, support us during this time so that we can get enough rest to get enough milk for our babies. And then, like our midwife said, we should take all the instructions given us seriously, because some of us, when we get to the house, we now have to listen to our neighbors, we listen to our friends, we listen to our chief doctors in the house. Whatever they say is what we hear. We then put aside whatever the midwife or the doctors have told us, and then we do our own thing. So please, these babies are very, very delicate, and they need all the attention and the support from us. So please, don't deviate from the normal things that you have been told. Don't deviate from what your midwives and your doctors have told you. Kindly go by it, and then at the end of the day, you will see your baby growing beautifully, and you yourself you will be so much impressed with the kind of work you have done. So, Samebel, back to you. Okay, how do we prevent low birth weights?
Yeah, we can prevent low birth weight in many ways.
Okay.
Let me say something shortly about preconception care.
All right.
Before you,
All right.
you plan, before
All right.
you want to get pregnant, you follow a healthy diet before and during pregnancy. And then when you get to know that you have taken in, the first thing is to run to the hospital, the midwives.
Okay.
They are best in place to help you, monitor you, the growth of your baby. The lifestyle change, yes, very important. Going out for a little drink and then substance abuse and all those things wouldn't help.
Okay.
Yes, so we need to, even if you are and you are pregnant, you need to change from that aspect. Then you continue the antenatal care. The drugs given, you take them religiously. Yes, except that maybe you have an allergy to any of them, and even that you need to report immediately.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you, as the pregnant woman, you eat well
Okay.
during pregnancy. Yes. And then if you have any other problem regarding yourself or the pregnancy, you quickly report for an intervention.
Okay. Okay. You made mention of a lifestyle change. Okay.
Yes.
Let's say somebody who is an alcoholic, okay, or abuses drug before becoming pregnant. Such a person, it will be difficult for the person to stay without taking alcohol or drugs. Okay, so when you get such a person, what do you do? Do you refer them to the mental health professionals?
Yeah,
Or you
can
work
be
on
referred to a psychologist that will take you through.
Okay.
Yeah, to win you off.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps you'll be taking it little by little, not just to win you off it. Yes. And then another way too is that if you have a condition, existing condition before you are getting pregnant, you have to make sure that it's under check.
Okay.
Before you get pregnant. And then those conditions that arises within pregnancy too, you need to get it under check so that it doesn't affect the birth weight of the baby.
Before we go, what would you like to tell us finally?
What to tell our mothers is, as women or mothers, we are our babies, and our babies are us.
Okay.
So,
please, hold on. Take that part again. I want to really get that. Let's take that part again. You said we are our babies.
Yes,
and our babies are us. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So
I like
what
that.
we eat makes us. So let's take care of our diet, lifestyle, so that at the end of the day we will have healthy babies, happy mother, happy baby,
Family. Okay.
happy society.
Wow. You are your baby and your baby is you. That is what your midwife is saying today. She said, we are our babies and our babies are us. Yes. So whatever you take in, it makes you and your baby. So if you go taking in alcohol, you and your baby, you become alcoholic. If you go taking drugs, you and your baby, you become drug abusers. So just as you are your baby and your baby is, you know what you eat and know what you take in, and that will affect you and your baby. If you want a happy life with your baby, then kindly go by what your midwives or your doctor tells you. Don't go being your own doctor, being your own midwife. People are so, I don't know how to describe them. They know everything such that they can tell you some funny things that about pregnancy, and then you wonder where they are getting all those knowledges from. Thank you so much for watching the Pregmit Show. Again, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Pregmit Quarters, Facebook, The Pregmit Quarters, Instagram, The Pregmit Quarters, TikTok at Pregmit. And then you can send us a WhatsApp message on 0248 526641. 0248 526641. We'll be glad to hear from you, and kindly drop your messages, your suggestions, and then your experience for all of us to share, to learn from. Thank you so much. And I want to say a big thank you to all my crew members, everybody who joined in making the Pregmit Show a success. And to Sister Mabel, thank you so much for coming. In fact, we appreciate your presence in the studio. In fact, with your beauty and then all the glory that you came to honor the show with, we are so much grateful. See you on our next episode.